Well, hello, basketball fans, and welcome here. The road to the B.A.L 2025 is underway. Well, the competing teams will take part in a qualifying tournament for the Basketball Africa League. This is known as the road to the B.A.L 2024. The group stages will take place between the 10th of October all the way through to the 1st of November. Well, of course, we are in the Western Division here in Group B, and at the moment it is Elan Coton Benin currently against mighty Barrolle. Well, Elan Coton Benin coming from Benin, while mighty Barrolle coming from Liberia. And now we are set to get things underway. Well, of course, we'd like to welcome our live viewers currently watching here on FIBA's official platform on YouTube. So very welcome to everybody. Please let us know in the live comment banks who you think will win this one. Will it be Elan Coton or will it be the mighty Barrolle? Well, of course, Elan Coton yesterday having a very tough game. Remember, this is in the Western Conference as they lost against the Spintex Knights, losing that game by 13 points. When we look at the mighty Barrolle, well, of course, it was also a very interesting game for them. They also lost by a larger margin. This Western Conference having some very tough teams, to say the least. The ABC Fighters getting a big victory. We're live here in Libya at the moment. And ABC Fighters winning 88-69 against mighty Barrolle. As we mentioned, with the competition system here, the road to the Basketball Africa League 2024, I mean, we have a total of 5 groups across 2 divisions. We have the West and the East. Well, the Western Division does have 3 groups, and this is Group B. Each of the teams will play a total of 3 games. It started yesterday, the 10th of October. We will finalize the final games that will finish tomorrow on the 12th. And then they'll meet again later on. Well, Group D, they'll meet a little bit later in the month, as well as Group C and Group E. Remember, the qualification road does end on the 1st of November. So teams will have a chance to qualify for the 2025 Basketball Africa League. Welcome, everybody. The road to the B.A.L will get underway momentarily. And again, 2 teams looking for their first victory to find out who will get a little bit of momentum here in game day 2. Remember, this indeed is the Group C fixture in the Western Division. Oh, my corrections at Group B. Already trying to get things going on early down inside the paint. That's going to go out of bounds, but that's going to remain possession. Yeah, well, surprised not to see any foul. Now, if you are on social media, if you're on Instagram, X, any other platform, Facebook, and you want to get involved in the discussion, make sure you use Road to B.A.L. continues to break down the defense. Down low, using the strength, but again, the rim protection, just too tough to break down. Both these two teams quite heavy defeats yesterday. Just step on the line. That's going to be a 2-pointer. That's going to be a little bit too short. Go out of bounds. It's interesting, of course, when you look at one of these teams, like Elan Coton, to play a game in their domestic season so far. Barrolle, they've obviously top of their division in their domestic basketball with a record of 7-1. First 2 points, breaking down the ice now, looking for a response early on. Here comes the ball screen. They try another 3, but this one's up, and it's good. Well, getting things going. Coton getting the first 3-point field goal of the game. Foul has been called, so that's going to be a sideline possession, the first team foul. The game for either of these two teams at the moment. Effectively. This is good defense. Now they have numbers in transition. Make too much contact, and all of a sudden, Elan Coton a 3-point lead. Well, currently it should be 5-2 here too. Elan Coton up and in. Barrolle just trying to respond down the other end. Looking for the post-entry pass, but that's good post defense. I think they're going to call an offensive foul. Well, yeah. Too much physicality exhibited on the elbow. And again, they've got to be careful. Well, Elan Coton currently on the floor. They do have Bryson Langdon, the American we talked about, along with Monra, Seto, and not to mention Jean-Patrick Omo. Because we've already seen what players such as Tawadi and Mama, not to mention Yves Louis, Manasu. The perimeter shooting has got to be something they try to effectively get on a consistent basis here tonight. As you look at the mighty Barrolle, BC, I mean, they're trying to go inside the paint, trying to play with that physicality. Players such as Amar Samba, Abraham Peters, not to mention the likes of Chibuzu and Joku as well. What can they build here? Bump fake. Now they go for their first 3. Mighty Barrolle from downtown. That is simply B.A.L. Beautiful come from John Davids. Davids has got to play with that confidence. Remember, these two teams looking for that first victory. The road to the B.A.L. is something all the teams want to try to get to. Coton now extending that lead yet again. A nice little mid-range jump shot tucked away. Both getting some good looks. He's a little too strong off the backboard. Coton currently with a 1-possession lead here at the moment. Goes in, makes the pass. This is good ball movement. Mid-range is up, but they don't get the roll on it. Now here comes the mighty Barrolle. Might have the numbers, fakes the pass. He's drawn the foul, so he'll go to the free throw line. That's much better play. Go back to that previous play. That was an excellent job by John Davids. As soon as he got the ball in his own court, he decided to push the tempo very quickly. And now he'll go to the free throw line. Look at these two teams. You gotta think you don't want to go down 0-2. You gotta make sure just somewhere, somehow, some way, find a way to try and stay in this one. Still Coton currently here with a 1-point lead. They go for another three. That's going to hit the front iron. This time you can see Mighty Barrolle doing a good job of keeping them off the offensive rebounds. Turnover now. They have numbers. They pass this one up. They're going to finish, and it goes in. He finishes under intense pressure. And that's one way to convert the turnovers into transition points for Elan Coton. Mighty Barrolle again, almost stumbling there. See, Abraham Peters just trying to push the tempo. I mean, he did a very good job of getting inside the paint, but see, both teams, they do a very effective job of trying to spread the floor in their transition. Number 6, Abraham Peters, he will inbound this for Mighty Barrolle. Now we're under 6 minutes. You get called for a traveling violation. I mean, you have the right idea, but just one too many stops. Well, steps, excuse me. A turnover committed by James B.A.L. One field goal so far this evening. That's another turnover, and again, can the Mighty Barrolle capitalize? They're down by 2. John Davids. Rims out of bounds. Elan Coton just cannot secure the rebound. That has been an issue for them this evening. Do a better job of securing the boards. I think you're definitely going to see from these two teams tonight. I mean, they are going to play with a lot of aggressive intensity, especially when going after those second chance points. And every point counts. Remember, in international basketball, very much unlike the NBA, points difference, head-to-heads, they will be crucial. These two teams are trying to get to the Basketball Africa League. Already you can see Elan Coton making the use of their transition. That's beautifully finished. What can Mighty Barrolle finish here? That one's not going to go. Elan Coton come up with the loose ball. Bryce Langdon gives this one up, goes in, and he misses the layup. That was uncontested, and what a pass. Oh! That's got to be a finish. Well, it's a great pass. The foul has been committed by Tawadian Mama, so that's going to be 2 free throws coming up for the Mighty Barrolle. Well, 4:37 played so far at the moment. Mighty Barrolle trailing by 4 points, but now 3 with that made free throw. John Davids currently at the charity stripe here for the Mighty Barrolle of Liberia. Well, we're currently live here in the beautiful city of Tripoli in Libya. Nice give and go, goes in. Another rejection. Well, that's good defense. The rejection by Omar Samba. Maybe they've called a foul, possibly. Or maybe there was a foul on the loose ball. Yeah, oh no, they're going for the free throws. Well, going to the free throw line at the moment is Jean-Patrick Domo here for Elan Coton. Well, free throws are going to be so imperative for these two teams tonight. He missed the first free throw. Well, he actually started his pro career back in 2021 with École du Basket de Douala. Standing at 206 centimeters, roughly 6'9". I mean, he is a natural center, originally from Cameroon. Now currently playing his pro basketball in Benin. Ball fakes the pass, goes in. Oh, it's a good defense, but another foul. Now, I don't know if the foul was called on the layup or if it was called on the rebound. Now, you can see there, it was a beautiful play by Tawadian Baboni. Now, he made the penetration. Now, yeah. Oh, he committed the foul, excuse me. So, Davids will be going back to the free throw line here for Mighty Barrolle. Well, again, we'd like to give some shout-outs to those watching live on the official FIBA YouTube platform. This is the Road to Basketball Africa League, the Road to B.A.L. So shout-out to Joel, Lawson, Well Drogba, and of course to Canada and Ogun Okara, excuse me. Okara, one of the best facilitators for basketball in Africa. She's done an excellent job. I know she's currently watching this game at the moment. Elan Coton failing to capitalize. Just over 4 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Barrolle can take the lead. They come up with the offensive board. Now can they tie it up? Again, second time no good. Elan Coton trying to push this one. Bryson Langdon trying to run things in the backcourt. See the aggressive double teams coming over from the Mighty Barrolle. Behind the bump fakes. Finds a bit of space for 15. He'll take this. That's not going to go. And now Mighty Barrolle, if they get people ahead, they have numbers. Bumps in the lane. Does he get... Wow. Count it. Gets the one. Well, Mighty Barrolle, I think he tried to go for the Euro step, but I think we need to call that the Afro step. I like that move very much. Omar Samba. Well, he's going to go to the free throw line now. Again, you got to give this man some credit. Omar Samba, he took the aggressive bump, but, you know, he still maintained his balance and just gave it a sweet little touch off the backboard. I mean, that is a tough, tough play. Many times in international basketball, you'll see players get those bumps, and they'll go to the ground, but as he's unable to convert the three-point play, now we're under 3.5. Elan Coton almost turning it over now. Taufik and Debbie has checked into the backcourt for Elan Coton. It's now Samuel Burt looking for the ISO. Go for another three. That one's not going to go. Mighty Barrolle, another beautiful pass. We call that a touchdown on the road to the B.A.L. Mighty Barrolle making it count in transition. And again, it's John Davids, the recipients. Adamo going pick and roll, finding Bud. Adamo wide open, he'll fire the three. It's on target, but he's unable to connect. Now a foul is going to be called against Sam Hyder. I think Hyder committed an unnecessary foul because Mighty Barrolle, they were going to come up with the loose ball and the rebound. Well, they've got to be careful. They don't want to give up too many silly fouls, but it is going to be a Elan Coton ball in the base, Coton possession on the baseline. Well, this time they get it inside the paint, and again, the undersized backcourt player Van Debbie, Taufik Debbie, showing no fear whatsoever. John Williams trying to break down the defense, goes to the ISO and just gets the magic drop. That's a nice penetration. That's John Williams. Backcourt player playing for Mighty Barrolle, now defending Coton's backcourt players. Well, again, you've got some good post move. Again, both players. That was Yves Louis Naransu. The big man showing not only his strength, but also you can see the textbook footwork inside the paint. I mean, that is serious if you're trying to get points inside the paint. And that's something Elan Coton's got to make sure they keep going to. Almost a rebound now. What have they called here? They've called a foul. Well, the possession will go back to Elan Coton. Both teams tied up at 16 apiece. 1:29 to go. Already can see many Elan Coton fans and basketball fans in Benin watching this one live on the YouTube. Allez Benin, le basket Benin. This is a pick and pop. Pump fakes, but he turns it over. Now Mighty Barrolle, they got numbers. Here comes Samba. They have a scramble there in transition. Again, another turnover. Wow. Failing to keep control of the possession. Another foul's going to be committed. This one, I believe, is going to be against Elan Coton's number one, Taufik and Debbie. Unfortunate part here for Elan Coton, they have actually put Mighty Barrolle into the penalty, so any more fouls in this last minute committed by Elan Coton, apart from offensive fouls, would send Mighty Barrolle to the free throw line. Makes the second one. So to all of our live viewers watching this game, the road to the B.A.L 2025. This qualification tournament will finalize with the 5 different groups on the 1st of November. Please let us know who is your favorite team in the Basketball Africa League. Well, both teams also now in the penalty, so free throws coming up here for Elan Coton and a chance to retake the lead. So Haki Adamu currently at the free throw line. Attempted 1 3-pointer, and he's also attempted 1 field goal with inside the rainbow. And that's actually going to be his first point of the game. Well, the bank is open. 54.6 seconds left here in the first quarter. Elan Coton trying to put on some full court pressure. Mighty Barrolle going for the long one. Now takes a deflection. So it is going to remain possession to Mighty Barrolle. Going baseline, finding Omar Samba. Gives this one up, there's a pump fake. Again, good recovery defense. Well, the give and go is there. Samba from the mid-range, whoa. 6'9", he's got handles, he's got mid-range, he runs the floor. What can Omar Samba not do? Trying to orchestrate something effective. Now they get a wide open look. 3 is up, no good, but an offensive rebound. Mighty Barrolle. They can now have the final possession. Well, they go for another one, and Samba runs the floor. Samba, baby. Final seconds goes from the half court. It's up, and that's not going to drop. Well, basketball fans, the road to the B.A.L is on. This Group B fixture between Elan Coton and Mighty Barrolle. Of course, these two teams, they played yesterday, losing their opening games. Somebody will be getting their first victory in this qualification system. Talk about the domestic leagues that these two teams play on. Mighty Barrolle, as we mentioned, from Liberia, currently top of their domestic basketball league with a record of 7-1, ahead of the Bulls, the Oilers, and the Pythons. Well, for Elan Coton, their regular season has yet to commence in Benin, but again, exciting times ahead for both of these two teams. Now remember, the road to the B.A.L is split between a variety of teams. Well, we have in total 12 teams in the Western Division, split amongst 3 groups of A, B, and C. This group being Group B. The other teams in this group, the Spintex Knights and Abidjan Basket Club for Cote d'Ivoire, and as mentioned, Spintex coming from Ghana. On the Eastern Division, you have a total of 9 teams. Because their group games will begin on the 15th of October, finish on the 20th. On Group B in the East, and will start on the 22nd to the 27th. The final group will be Group C. You have Kaji Sport Academy coming from Cameroon. You have B.A.L coming from Central African Republic. So final 3 teams, ASB, Shosport, and Moanda Basketball, along with King Africa. That will be the final group that gets their games on the way, starting on the 27th of October, finishing on the 1st of November. Now remember, the Elite 16 will be selected from this qualification. 16 teams from the group stages will take part in a second round, in which they will be divided into 2 groups of F and G. Those groups F and G in the second round of the Elite 16 will be split into 2 groups of 8, and those games will take place from the 5th to the 17th of November next month. And then after that, from the Elite 16, it will indeed be the top 2 teams from each group of F and G in the Elite 16 that will qualify for the final phase of the B.A.L, the Basketball Africa League. They have to remember the Basketball Africa League will already have automatically qualified teams coming from Nigeria, Tunisia, Angola, Senegal, Egypt, South Africa, Morocco, and Rwanda. Well, bienvenue to Mary Iswambuk. Allons-y, Elan Coton and Joseph Roberts. Welcome to everybody live on the YouTube stream. Well, it will be Barrolle who have the first possession. And here's the player who's probably been their best player so far, Omar Samba. Mighty Barrolle goes in. No foul called. Goes out of bounds. It's going to remain possession. So the team top of Liberian basketball with a record of 7-1 in their domestic league. Of course, you can feel a lot of anxiety with both of these 2 teams having lost their opening game. It's a must-win. Samba in the corner hits the top of the backboard. That's not going to go. Now that's who getting the rebounds. And here comes a Debbie. Debbie inside the key can try to cut it down, but again, he's unable to get that one to go. Matthew, bit of contact, goes in, and he's unable to get the and-1, but he will go to the free throw line. Well, this is something you've got to give credit to Mighty Barrolle. They've done a much better job of getting inside the paint and, initiating that contact that has rewarded them with some free throws this evening. Well, the first free throw made. Point lead currently to Mighty Barrolle. That's a crossover, trying to make things happen. It's almost a turnover, it keeps it alive. Can Elan Coton get the 3? And again, nothing dropping in the moments. And here comes Mighty Barrolle. Well, they have numbers. Goes in. He's going to finish this one in transition. Well, Brian Matthew just did a very effective job making the initial pass and was ready for the next one. Biggest lead of the game at the moment for Mighty Barrolle. Elan Coton. Go behind the back. There's the penetration. Well, maybe took one too many, but he's unable to finish. But what can Mighty Barrolle build from this? John Williams, heavily defended. Zavaran Peters just out of reaching. Now they're going to call a foul here, and that's not a good foul to give away because Peters was already at a very tough angle. So the reach-in was very unnecessary. And I think we're going to have a timeout or maybe a triple substitution coming for Elan Coton. Well, Jean-Patrick Dormo coming back in for Elan Coton. Well, Samuel Burt's going to remain on the floor. Williams now tough contested mid-range. Another offensive rebound for mighty Barrolle. As Anthony Quadri coming up with the loose one, and Omar Samba rolls its way out. But you gotta love the confidence from Samba. The mid-range off the dribble. He's got to keep going to that option tonight. Well, Samuel Burt, and that's intelligent defense. Both Omar Samba and, of course, John Williams, what they did there was they collapsed on the defense, and that completely fooled Samuel Burt, because Burt was looking to pass it when really he should have been looking to shoot it, but it's all down to the defense. Just over 2.5 played. There's the turnover now. Elan Coton's got to make the most of this. Goes in, avoids the block, but he avoids the rim. Well, he's got to finish that one. Surely it's got to be a charge. Well, they're not going to call it. They're going to allow play to continue. And another turnover. That's going to be the second team foul of the quarter for Elan Coton. Well, both teams at the moment just need a bit of composure. You can see they're very eager to get out in transition, but they've got to make sure they eliminate the amount of turnovers they have. And I think a timeout's going to be called as these two teams will take a little breather and a time to talk it over. Well, hello and welcome to all of our live viewers currently watching on FIBA's official YouTube platform. This is the road to the B.A.L, African Champions Club's road to the B.A.L. All these two teams have earned the right to be here through a merit-based system. Take a look at some of the replays, but just to give you a little update on the competition. So what we have is two divisions, the East and the West. That separates all these teams that will try to qualify for the 2025 Basketball Africa League. 12 teams in the West, along with a total of 9 in the East. Well, Group A's play will finish with Group C as they start their games on the 27th of October, finishing the 1st of November. Now, from this group stage, 16 teams will be selected, the Elite 16. That will take part in the second round, divided into two groups, F and G, of 8 teams each. And those games will take place between the 5th to the 17th of November. And top 2 teams in each group, so a total of 4, will then join the automatically qualified teams for the 2025 Basketball Africa League from Nigeria, Tunisia, Angola, Senegal, Egypt, South Africa, Morocco, and Rwanda. .7:01 to go here in the second quarter. Mighty Barrolle with a 7-point lead. Nice little pump fake, goes around the defense. Another foul's going to be called at the moment. Elan Coton with their 3rd team foul here in the second quarter. They've got to figure something out, because right now we're seeing too many times Mighty Barrolle just continuously getting to the charity stripe. Well, I think this foul is going to be called against Samuel Burt, so yeah, they've got to be careful. Well, John Williams currently at the free throw line now here for mighty Barrolle. Coton have gone quite a long time without scoring. They've got to build some confidence. Sani going off one screen, can't get it. Defensive rebound picked up. 9-point lead currently to Mighty Barrolle. Goes in with a Euro step. Gets his own rebound. Another foul's going to be called. Well, no, did they call a jump ball? No, that's a jump ball. My apologies. So, 6:34 to go. Mighty Barrolle, due to the possession error, will get possession back. Well, Mary Isuambuk has made a very good point there. Elan Coton with too many fouls. Well, they have 3 so far, so they do have 1 to give here in the second quarter. But you're absolutely right. They've got to try and maintain a little bit more composure on the defense. And right there, no help side coming. And Don Dale 404 says, Barrolle for the win. Let's get it, bowlers. Well, they are in control of this game at the moment. Well, nice post up goes in, and that's much better. Dominant post play. And that's what Elan Coton needs. Something inside the paint. Jean-Patrick Dalmou with the post work. Sammer off the front iron. Rebound secure by Samuel Bird. Well, JP drawing the first team foul against Mighty Barrolle here in the second quarter. That's only going to be a baseline possession, I believe. Oh, no. They're going to call it sideline. So, still a little bit better now from Elan Coton, trying to find a bit more rhythm in their offense. Of course, if you were watching the first quarter, they were settling for a lot of three-pointers. Taufik and Tebe will inbound this. There's the alley. Wow, again, right idea, but a little bit too much on the pass, so another turnover. Well, that time they were trying to look for Abdou Sane. Sane was there, but again, the pass was just a little too much. Now Davids finds a bit of time, finds a 3, not going to go. Rebound's been secured. Elan Coton trying to push the tempo. Makes the pass. This time goes for it. Only have a wide open three-point shooter. Oh, that time Jean-Patrick and Dalmou should have given it up. This is good passing by Mighty Barrolle. 3 goes. And again, it's not going to drop. It's going to remain Mighty Barrolle possession with 5:05 to go here in the second quarter. Well, if you are watching this game live on FIBA's YouTube, African Champions Club's Road to the Basketball Africa League 2025, let us know in the live comment bank, which team are you supporting? Are you supporting Mighty Barrolle or are you supporting Elan Coton? Get an uncontested 3, and that's simply going to drop in. But that's too easy. John Williams left wide open. So Elan Coton respond with a 3, and that was much needed. Taufik on Debi. Monsieur on Debi for 3. Now Williams. And there's foul. Team foul number 4, so no more fouls to give, and the problem with this foul, it is going to send Mighty Barrolle to the free throw line. Well, there's a look at the three-pointer. John Williams will go to the free throw line. Well, John Williams played his university basketball for Florida International Golden Panthers. Goes in the 22-23 season of the NCAA. He averaged 5.4 points per game, along with just under 2 rebounds. So Elan Coton trying to push quickly. Top of the key, uncontested. Got to make this one. But nobody going in for an offensive rebound. The champions of Benin trying to extend on their lead. Well, another turnover. Elan Coton still keep it. They go for a quick 3, and that's way too short, but a foul's already called. And it's only going to be the second team foul against Mighty Barrolle. Well, they had numbers. It was a 4-on-2, but they went for the three-pointer. And there's a replay of the only three-pointer for Mighty Barrolle here in the second quarter. That one was made by Taufik and Debbie, number 1 for Elan Coton. Jean-Patrick Domo giving this one up. Elan Coton go for another tray ball. That one's up a little too short. It's not going to go. It's now Davids. Throws this one down low. Finds Chibuzo Njoku, but he turns it over. He's only just checked into the game at the moment. Samuel Smith got away with the backcourt. Another 3 goes flying. That's going to remain a Elan Coton possession. Mighty Barrolle failing to take care of the rebounds. Samuels now with a post-up. Nice move, but again he misses. And now Mighty Barrolle potentially a 3-on-2. And that's a 15 foul. So free throws coming up for Agnew Dorley Jr. So a chance now to extend their 10-point lead. Mighty Barrolle, you can see every time they come up with a defensive rebound or a turnover from Elan Coton, they seem to be a little bit more organized in getting out in transition. Under 3.5 here in the first half. The champions of Benin right now causing problems. Well, champions of Liberia, excuse me, causing problems to the champions of Benin. Another foul's going to be set against Mighty Barrolle. I think we may have a slight little injury there. Well, Chibuzo Joseph Njoku was defending the ball screen. I think when he tried to switch, may have just come to contact with an elbow. But unfortunately, he's going to get called for the personal foul. So, baseline possession to Elan Coton. Goes in with the penetration. Another foul. So now 2 free throws coming up for Tawadian Baboni Mama. This is better here for Elan Coton because chance for them to try and put some points on the board as they trail by 11 points with 3:04 to go here in the second. Well, the free throw's still missing at the moment. Now's not the time. They've got to make sure they make them count. Tawadi Baboni started with Elan Coton back in 2022. 24 years of age. Well, nice pass. Here we go. And again, he finishes with a cross-court touchdown pass. Agnew Dorley Jr. showing the experience, the veteran years. As Bird passes this one up. And that one's beautifully tucked away. As Taufik and Debbie coming off the bench in this game. Some solid minutes here for Elan Coton, but still a 13-point deficit. Under under 2.5. Oh, Bird with the steal. Now, can they push this? They have a 3-on-2. There's a kick out. They go for another 3. Yeah, 3 in transition. It's up, and nothing comes to avail. Oh, they had the numbers. And that is something you can probably say to separate these two teams at the moment, is that the transition has been a lot better from Mighty Barrolle. But now we're under 2 minutes. The champions of Liberia leading by 11 and an offensive foul. Well, a very clumsy screen set by Chibuzo. Joseph Njoku. I mean, he's been brilliant tonight. Joseph Njoku, excuse me. He's come off the bench. He's been a solid defender. But the issue right now was the screen. And the margin for error when you set an illegal screen is so... Now, let's have a look at the replay. Now, watch Chibuzo Joseph Njoku right here. Right there, just with the left shoulder. All he's got to do, stand his ground and try not to move. Well, a timeout's going to be called. These two teams now will talk it over. But currently, Mighty Barrolle lead this one by 11 points against Elan Coton. The African Champions Club's road to the Basketball Africa League 2025. Well, if you are just joining us, remember this is a qualification system to get to the B.A.L. The group stages commenced yesterday. They finish on the 1st of November. 5 groups across the East and Western divisions. Of course, in the Western Division, you have a total of 12 teams, groups A, B, and C. And in the East, you have a total of 9 teams of groups D and E. The final group play will be Group C as they begin on the 27th of October. Finish on the 1st of November. Now, after this qualification through the East and the West, 16 teams will compete in the Elite 16. 2 groups of 8 teams in groups F and G. From that Elite 16, top 2 in each group will then go on to play in the 2025 Basketball Africa League. They'll meet teams already qualified from Nigeria, Tunisia, Angola, Senegal, Egypt, South Africa, Morocco, and Rwanda. The 2025 road to the B.A.L. is underway. Nice pick and roll, but unable to get the &1, so 2 free throws coming up for Elan Coton. Well, it's much better play. They're able to just get the ball inside the paints. They've got to make these free throws count at the moment. Well, they've only taken 6 free throws this evening, Elan Coton. They've only made 3 of them. Again, if they can force the issue, just keep getting to the charity stripe. Find ways to dig into the deficit. It's currently Jean-Patrick Domo makes the second one. 1:43 to go here in the second quarter. Just over 90 seconds. Mighty Barrolle want to go into that halftime break with more momentum. And there's another foul. He gets the &1. Oh, tough play with a capital T. Well, young players watching, when you set ball screens and you roll to the basket, you've got to initiate contact. But let me tell you something about Saki Van. He set the screen, took the bump, and he made that look easy. .126 to go. And he's able to convert the three-point play. Mighty Barrolle in control of this one at the moment. Another turnover now. Numbers coming. It's a 3-on-2. There's a kick out. Oh, good rejection now. Can Elan Coton? It's a 3-on-1. Can they get something? And again, the transition. They're not getting anything on the fast break. Takes the pass, makes the bounce, goes in. That's better transition coming from Mighty Barrolle. Oh, beautiful finish by Brian Matthew. Now it is the biggest lead of the game, a 15-point deficit. Another three goes up, goes out of bounds, and that's going to go right back to Mighty Barrolle. Well, Mighty Barrolle, as we mentioned, they've controlled the tempo. No need for them to rush anything here at the moment. Go in the corner. Time winding down. There's another turnover now. Elan Coton, what do they have? They're going to go in and they're going to finish this one. And that's much better. Final 10 seconds. Elan Coton finally getting something in transition. But can Mighty Barrolle get the final shot? Has to put up a Hail Mary. Oh, almost got it. Well, basketball fans, the road to the B.A.L. started yesterday. And these two teams looking for their first victory. Currently, Mighty Barrolle, the champions of Liberia, leading 41-28 against Elan Coton, the champions of Benin. Well, if you are watching, we are going to take a short little break. We'll leave you with some stats and some highlights. But get ready. Well, look at this. This almost went in. That would have been beautiful, but it was not meant to be. Halftime break. We'll be back. Go get a drink. Go get something to eat. The road to the B.A.L. It's going to be an exciting month of basketball in beautiful Africa. Welcome back, basketball fans. The African Champions Club's road to the B.A.L 2025. Currently, it is Elan Coton versus Mighty Barrolle. Well, Mighty Barrolle, the champions of Liberian basketball, currently leading by 13 points against Elan Coton of Benin. An early foul has been called, so Elan Coton will be going to the free throw line. Now, hello and welcome to all of our live viewers currently have tuned in on FIBA's official YouTube platform. Remember, this is the road to the Basketball Africa League 2025. This competition qualification system, of course, commenced yesterday, in which we have 5 groups across 2 divisions, the West and the East. Of course, this Group B commencing yesterday in the Western Division does have a total of 12 teams. Early 2 points coming for Elan Coton. And they need to find ways back in as well. Going on to the Eastern Division, 9 teams play across those 2 groups, in which an Elite 16 will emerge mid-November. From the Elite 16, 2 groups divided into 2 groups of 8, in which the top 2 teams from those 2 groups of the Elite 16 will then go on to qualify for the 2025 B.A.L, the Basketball Africa League season. Now remember, these 2 teams, they played yesterday in the opening day, losing to Abidjan of Cote d'Ivoire and Spintex Knights of Ghana. So again, both Elan Coton and Mighty Barrolle looking for their first victory here in the qualifiers, but an early foul has been called, to 2 free throws coming up for Elan Coton. Well, we'd like to give some shout-outs to those watching live on the YouTube stream. Again, we welcome all of our fans watching from Benin, Liberia, all over Africa, and all over the world for that matter. So welcome to Honored, Ernest, Bestman, Dimcon 77, Skyforce 14, Damomo Le Beninois, Bienvenue, bonjour, tous les fans du basket, Allez Elan Coton, as well as Go Mighty Barrolle. Well, the tempo's got to be imperative here in the early stages. Elan Coton, they've got to come up with loose balls. Well, they go for the long pass. What a play! Well, we didn't see that in the first half. Allez, Elan Coton. Well, those are the kind of plays you got to come up with. Well, they were trailing quite heavily. Now they've got it down to 7 points. And now again, they come up with a defensive rebound. But what can they push here? Bryce Langdon, left uncontested, 3 is up, and it's good. And now it's only a 4-point ball game. Well, it's only been just over 90 seconds. And Elan Coton have come out like a house on fire at the moment. Mighty Barrolle need to try and settle into the game at the moment. Well, fans, we do apologize. We just had a few technical issues that we have now resolved, and at the moment, we are back here underway where Elan Coton have really come out a much different team here in the second half after really struggling offensively in the first two quarters. Well, it's been a very quick turnaround, but you've got to give credit to Elan Coton's defense. It was the man, John Williams, who caused problems. Nice passing, goes in, and he's unable to get the ad one, but that's a big, big build-up. Well, I don't know what they've called here. Well, Saki Van there, look at the passing. Saki Van had the layup. I thought they called a shooting foul, but unless did they give him a 3-second violation. Elan Coton now with a chance to retake the lead for the first time since the opening moments of the first quarter. 6 minutes of play left. Both teams locked in at 45 apiece at the moment. Well, they go in the corner. Shot is up. That's not going to go. Mighty Barrolle looking to reestablish a little bit of order that they had in the first half. Samba goes down the middle, unable to finish. Well, breakaway, 3-on-1. They've got to finish here. Here we go. Oh my goodness! Gets rejected. Well, he thought he had an open dunk. Now they have a three. Now they can retake the lead. There you have it. Finally, a 3-point lead to Elan Coton. Allez, Elan Coton! That was the momentum they needed. They needed that halftime break. Another turnover by Mighty Barrolle. Here comes Elan Coton. Transition. The foul has been drawn. So 2 free throws coming up for there's another look at the three-pointer. 1, 2, 3, s'il vous plaît. Merci beaucoup from downtown. Well, another look at that three-pointer where they struggled immensely. Now you can see they're finding that rhythm from downtown. Well, the free throws have to count at this moment. You want to keep on building that lead. Remember, neither of these two teams won yesterday in their opening games. It's now Tuadian Baboni currently at the free throw line. 5 points this evening. And 5:03 to go. I mean, this third quarter has been all Elan Coton. He misses both free throws. Well, having a look at some of the live comments in the live YouTube chat, Al Dominic Dunbar Jr. says, Barrolle, wake up. Well, every good team goes through a challenge. Think of the basketball. Here comes Omar Samba. Passes off. Now we'll just calm them down a little bit. They needed that field goal coming from Chibuzo, Joseph, and Njoku. Njoku's had some good moments tonight, but that's his first field goal. He's been primarily a defensive player for Mighty Barrolle. I believe Chibuzo on Joseph and Njoku is going to get called for another foul. Missed the last 3 free throw attempts, and this time it is Bryson Langdon at the free throw line. Well, Langdon's been a very experienced addition so far for Elan Coton, but you know, one thing for sure is The champions of Benin are going to look back at this game and think, hey, we can do much better from the free throw line. Remember, they will be in action tomorrow. Two-point lead to Elan Coton. Chibuzo on the baseline, being heavily defended. And now looking for the ISO. Time winding down here on the shot clock. They're going to have another turnover, and it's not looking good. Well, nice pass goes in, and another rejection. Well, he just said, pas chez moi, not in my house. Now Chibuzo, Joseph Njoku gets fouled, so he'll go to the free throw line. Well, I like the comments. I like the discussion I'm seeing live on the YouTube chat. So Ernest J. Bestman said, don't let these guys get comfortable. Wempa Zilemba just said, let's finish strong, Barrolle. And AI Dominic Dumba Jr., let's go, Chibuzo. So again, if you are watching, let us know in the comment bank live on YouTube, who do you think is going to win this game? Will it be Elan Coton? Already I'm seeing comments of Allez Allons. And Joseph Roberts identifying too many turnovers. Remember, as I mentioned, these two opened the African Champions Club's road to the B.A.L. yesterday, where they both lost their opening games. So somebody tonight is going to go 1-1, while the other team will actually move to 0-2. The free throw has been missed. I believe I'm going to have to agree with Ogunkaro Obibi. It's going to be a close game. It's going to be another trip to the free throw line for Elan Coton. And again, it's Bryson Langdon. Bryson Langdon, originally from Chicago, Illinois, as we mentioned, went to Youngstown State University. Started with Arizona Western College, and then transferred to Northern Kentucky, where he did play for 3 seasons. And his best NCAA season was in 2020-21, when he averaged 10 points per game at Northern Kentucky. Of course, his first pro contract outside of the NCAA is currently now with Elan Coton. An offensive rebound. Well, the ball is all over the place. Mighty Barrolle trailing by 3, come up with it. Now they have numbers. Samba pump fakes. No foul called. Langdon looking to give this one up. Well, both teams, you can see right now, maybe a bit of physical fatigue settling in. They did play yesterday, but Elan Coton just wanted us a bit more. And another foul's going to be called, so more free throws coming up. Well, it will be Jean-Patrick Mwepi going to the free throw line. He's had a few trips here this evening, but right now it's become a scramble on both ends of the floor for both these two teams. And it's very hard because you got to give these teams a lot of credit. They have to go through their domestic league to qualify for the road to the B.A.L. And once they get here, they've got to play sometimes 3-4 games in a row without a break. So the fatigue is going to be tough to battle through. Jean-Patrick Mwepi making both free throws. 3:18 to go here in the third quarter. Well, James Adair coming back into the lineup for Mighty Barrolle. Nowhere to go here. Finding Sam Hyder. It's another Mighty Barrolle turnover. And it has become an absolute catastrophe here in the third quarter for the champions of Liberia. Langdon looking to use a ball screen. Now penetrates. Kicks this one out, finds Jean-Patrick Mwepi, and that's way off the mark. Barrolle come up with it. Can they go quickly? Well, they can tie the game up. The 3 is up, and again, no good. But Sam Hyder with a rebound. Another penetration by Brian Youngbae. That cuts it down to a 3-point deficit with under 2.5 to go in the third. Well, they're still trying to force the issue from the perimeter. They do have one so far here in the third quarter. Chibuzo bringing the ball up, now finding the handoff with Brian Youngbae. There's a pick and roll with Omar Samba. Had a very good first quarter, but a little bit quiet here in the third. Chibuzo inside the paint, gets his own read. Now it's going to be a 24-second violation. Good defense coming from Elan Coton. Well, here was the penetration baseline by Brian Youngbae. The double team with the help side came over from Jean-Patrick Mwepi, and a slight little fumble there with the ball in his hands by Chibuzo Njoku. Now, if you look at the defense, Mighty Barrolle going to his own defense, and they pay the price as the second three-pointer of the third quarter, this time by Tawadia Baboni Mama. Now a 6-point deficit. Was going to his own defense the right idea. Meanwhile, Elan Coton staying into a man-to-man matchup, but a foul has been called, so Omar Samba, he'll go to the free throw line now. Well, there's a look at the three-pointer. Nailed in the corner by Tawadia Baboni Mama. And that's his second three-pointer tonight. Well, no free throws here for Samba. Interesting. Thought he was in the process of shooting the ball when he was fouled, but the referees deemed it was on the ground. Elan Coton will get this one back. Just over a minute to go here in the third quarter. Langdon throws it away. Samba comes up. It's a 4-on-2. Samba goes all the way, gives up, and I think they're going to call a foul this time. Well, the foul is going to be called against number 35, Yves-Louis Ngaransu. He does have 4 points this evening. That's going to be his first personal foul of the game. The only bit of foul trouble for Elan Coton is Bryson Malik Langdon. Does have 3 fouls. That's a bit of an issue for him. Elan Coton will regain possession. They do lead by 5 points with 43 seconds to go here in the third quarter. We're just under. Oh, no, actually, Mighty Barrolle's going to come up with it. My apologies. So, let's see now Brian Youngbae in the backcourt. Well, there's the three-pointer again. That's not going to drop. Langdon comes up with a loose ball. Roughly 11 seconds difference between game and shot clock at the moment for Elan Coton. Well, Langdon, they go under the screen. Another three. Another offensive rebound. We have seconds difference between game and shot clock. So 8 on the shot clock, 15.9 left here in the third. And a timeout is going to be called as Elan Coton will talk this one over. Well, fans watching live on the FIBA YouTube platform, currently Elan Coton have made a monumental comeback in this game. Let us know in the live YouTube chat. Elan Coton for the mid-range. Now with their biggest lead of the game of 7 points, and the defense nowhere to be seen whatsoever. But mighty Barrolle can get one final opportunity. In the paint goes up, and again, Chibuzo with a finish. And that will just give them a little bit of confidence going into the final 10. And that will do it. 5 points of separation, but what a monumental quarter from Elan Coton. Remember, they were trailing by 13 points at the beginning of the second half. And collectively, it all started with the defense. And they've now given themselves a 5-point cushion. Well, fans watching live, remember, this is the African Champions Club's road to the B.A.L 2025. And we'll give you a brief explainer of how this qualification system will go smoothly. Well, as we mentioned, the qualifications, they began yesterday, in which 5 groups across 2 divisions, the West and the East, will compete from the 10th of October right to the beginning of November. In the Western Division, you do have a total of 12 teams, while in the East, you have a total of 9. From then on, middle of November, it will be the Elite 16 from the West and the East. The Elite 16 will be split into 2 groups of F and G, 8 teams each, in which the top 2 teams of each group in the Elite 16, will then go on to play in the B.A.L 2025 Basketball Africa League, with the already automatically qualified teams from Nigeria, Tunisia, Angola, Senegal, Egypt, South Africa, Morocco, and Rwanda. Well, we will be back for the final 10 minutes in just under 60 seconds. This is the road to the 2025 B.A.L. Well, welcome back, basketball fans. We're going to get the final 10 minutes underway momentarily. To all of our fans supported, well, welcome to Mimi, currently watching from North Carolina in the United States. Let's go, Barrolle, the mighty Barrolle. And of course, bienvenue tous les fans de basket de Elan Coton. Bonne chance. Let's get this one back underway. Elan Coton, they made 2 threes in the third quarter. That one's a little too short, but that's good defense by the mighty Barrolle. Well, again, we have to give some big shout-outs to some prominent people who have worked with a lot of great effort and have done monumental things for African basketball. We gave a shout-out to Ogun Karo. And, of course, we have to give one shout-out to a prominent basketball journalist who does a lot of work for African hoops, and that is Ayo B.E.B. Well, you can follow Ayo at IAM_Ayo on X to get all the best content, all the best stories, and all the best news from African hoops. So a big shout out to Ayo B.E.B. Follow him on X today. Well, there was a penetration by Langdon. Again, the man from Chicago, Illinois. You have to remember, you look at his game, plays with quite a bit of maturity, but it's only his rookie professional season. Straight out of Youngstown University. And again, the 2-3 zone being exhibited by mighty Barrolle. This did come back to haunt them at the end of third quarter, as Elan Coton were able to get some open looks. This is good passing. Now they get another 3, and that's not going to drop. So maybe the zone is going to work after all. We'll find out. But Barrolle need buckets, and they've got to find them quick. Masamba has 8 points this evening. Had a very good first quarter. Another 3 goes up. That's not a bad shot, but the problem is Nobody's crashing the boards as Samba tries to go in for the interception. Again, Barrolle is going to sit in this 2-3 zone. They're going to try to make Elan Coton go from the three-point line. Well, again, inside the key, but a foul is going to be called against Chibuzo Joseph Njoku. So another trip to the free throw line for Jean-Patrick Mwepi, as he will have 2 free throws and a chance to extend this back to a 7-point ball game. Well, both teams have had the struggles from the free throw line this evening, but one thing they've done a very good job of, especially in the first half, is getting good looks inside the paint. Mighty Barrolle missed 8 free throws out of their 22. They've made 14 of them. Well, Elan Coton, it's the exact same stat. So you got to give credit to both teams. Now Brian Nyambe in the backcourt along with John Davids. Didn't feature a lot in the third quarter. David Zaiso, nowhere to go. The traveling violation is going to be called, so a costly turnover. It's a tough one to give away for sure, but now is the time you've got to try to hold every. Now remember, there's another game going on today here live in Tripoli, Libya. We're at the Al Cobra Stadium, the big one going on. The 2 teams that won yesterday, Spintex, who coming from the Ghanaian Basketball League, against the ABC Fighters of Cote d'Ivoire. That will also be live on FIBA's YouTube. Well, question is, should that 3-pointer count? Because, it's going to count. The foul was committed after the 3-pointer was taken. So that should count. Now watch here in the corner. There's the 3. There's the foul. And that's going to count. So it's going to be a 9-point lead to Elan Coton. Well, it's got to be a big moment here for Mighty Barrolle. They've struggled since the very beginning of the second half. Remember, they've led by as many as 13, and they're going to turn it over. Well, Samba tried to cement position, but the pass was too difficult to collect. And now you're going to see Elan Coton. They're going to come out of the zone. Now they go to a matchup man-to-man defense. Well, they went for a lob pass, but I don't think anybody was in good position to attempt to go for that one. But good signs here for Mighty Barrolle. They've got to find some identity here on their offense. They've got to build it together. Again, Elan Coton come up with it. And they turn it right back over. So just like we saw in a few passages in the second quarter, this is where the fatigue settles in. You got to remember, it's very easy if you just join this game to kind of pick out and identify problems, but it's the second game in 2 days for these 2 teams. That's not a bad move, but free throws coming up at the moment. And you got to remember, they'll be in action again tomorrow. This is the road to the B.A.L. These teams, they've had to work hard. They've had to go through their domestic leagues. As we mentioned, with Mighty Barrolle, their record of 7-1 in Liberia, while in the case of Elan Coton and Benin, their domestic league hasn't commenced at the moment. So technically, they should be a little bit more fresh than Mighty Barrolle. Well, the standings, as it looks back in Liberia for Mighty Barrolle, they are top of the table with the record of 7-1, followed up by the Bulls, the Oilers, and the Pythons, who make up top 4 positions. That professional league has a total of 9 teams. This is much better by Mighty Barrolle. Now we'll cut it down under 7 minutes, trailing by 7 points. They've got to dig deep together. Langdon goes for a three. An offensive rebound, but the putback is no good. That goes out of bounds, so Mighty Barrolle survived that one. So they will be a little bit disappointed that they gave away an offensive rebound. But at this point, you take whatever you can get. Now it's about mentally, collectively, and emotionally trying to stay in this one. Well, Williams made the pump fake. There's a three, and all of a sudden, it's a 4-point deficit, a 2-possession game that separates these two teams. That's a big-time three-pointer, nailed by Brian Yangbe. Champions of Liberia, refusing to give up at this moment. One of the very best from Benin. They try to force up another offensive rebound. And another turnover. Well, here it comes, Mighty Barrolle. Could the comeback be on? Here we go. Goes in. Well, I'm not sure if he tried to shoot that or pass it. Not sure. Well, that's going to be a traveling violation. Yep. So a wasted opportunity for Mighty Barrolle to cut it down to a 1-possession ball game with 5:39 to go here in the fourth quarter. Mighty Barrolle get it back. It's very impressive work there by Samba. I mean, made a very similar move in the first quarter. I mean, he's tough. He's strong. As we saw with that very first play where he went with the Afro basket step, if you like. I mean, he took the bumps and got that M1 in the first play of the game. But this case, another tough move, and he still came up with the rebound. Well, Samba makes the first free throw. And that's his first point of the second half. He struggled immensely in that third quarter. But now he's going to turn this around. Elan Coton choking under intense pressure. Another turnover. 5:25 to go. Mighty Barrolle will get it back. Well, substitution is Mamadou Madi Baboni leaving the floor here for Elan Coton. He'll take a breather. He's only played just over 6 minutes in this game. It's Brian Yangbe in the backcourt along with John Williams. Together, well, they have a combined total of 19 points between them. Of course, it is John Davids who's leading all scorers at the moment. He has 15 points this evening. I'll take that back and sets you Bryson Langdon. Number 3 for Elan Coton. Deep 3 can tie the game up. And all of a sudden, we're all locked in at 61 apiece. Well, we got a ball game at the moment. These two teams trying to go right to the very end. Langdon, 17 points, unable to retake the lead here for Elan Coton. And Mighty Barrolle looking to regain the lead for the first time. And again, they turn it over. Langdon, Elan Coton's got numbers. There's a kick out. There's a 3. It's up. And a big rebound by Samba. Well, Samba, for me, has been the game changer. Definitely the glue player that's kept Mighty Barrolle together. Oh my goodness, what did we just... If this man had finished that move, it would have been on every social media platform across the world. Well, another Hail Mary 3, almost got it. Langdon penetrates, 17. Langdon gets fouled in the process. I don't know if he got the and one. But it's going to be a sideline possession, so clearly not. 4:05 to go. Both teams locked in at 61 apiece. Well, Stanley Stevens just said, we're taking the lead on this one. I like to see this. The fans getting involved. Remember, if you want to get on X, Instagram, or Facebook to talk about this game or any of the games, make sure you use the hashtag #RoadToBAL. Well, a clumsy play, an illegal screen has been called. Mighty Barrolle will get this one back. Under 4 minutes. Mighty Barrolle, another chance. Trying to go a little cute shimmy step there. Now, Elan Coton have numbers. Well, an inadvertent assist given away by Mighty Barrolle. Elan Coton retake a one-possession, 2-point lead. Looking to tie the game up. A three-pointer will give them a 1-point lead. Samba, a few dribbles, goes in looking like a baby. Hakeem Olajuwon on that play. Well, he just used a little dream scoop baby hook shot off the backboard. And that ties the game up. Over 3 minutes. If you're watching live on YouTube, let us know in the comment bank who's winning this one. Will it be Elan Coton or will it be Mighty Barrolle? Well, again, Samba said not in my house. What a rejection. And another three coming up. That's not going to go. Well, Omar Samba made two big plays. And Elan Coton's going to get the ab one, and they'll go to the free throw line. Very composed transition by Jean-Patrick Mwepi. That's only his... Well, no, excuse me. That's his fourth field goal of the game. So he now has 11 points this evening. But he has missed quite a few free throws, to say the least. He's missed 4 out of his 9 he's attempted. He's got to make this one. And again, big-time free throw. 2:36 to go, giving Elan Coton a 3-point lead. As Mighty Barrolle called timeout. Well, I want to know. Let us know if you're watching live on FIBA's YouTube. Elan Coton versus Mighty Barrolle. African Champions Club Road to the B.A.L. 2025. Let me know in the live YouTube chat. Who do you think is going to win this? Will it be Elan Coton or will it be Mighty Barrolle? Well, we are going to return from this timeout in just under 60 seconds. Close one to call. These two teams looking for their first victory. Well, a shout out to Prince Daniel, watching live from Liberia. Welcome, Prince. Bienvenue, mon ami. Comment allez-vous? Of course, let us know where you're watching this game in the world so we can give you a shout out as well. Well, Ernest J. Bestman says Barrolle's going to win this one by 6 points. And again, a big thank you to Eunice. It's my honor and privilege to be here calling this game in the the road to the B.A.L. Will Collingwood said it's not over till it's over. Love the attitude, love the spirit. And that day, watching live from Liberia. And Freddie, allez, 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 Elan Coton. Emmanuel Lansana watching from Liberia, and Nelson watching from Benin. Bonjour, mon ami Nelson. Well, let's get it back underway. Over 2.5 to go. 3-point lead to Elan Coton. Well, Joseph's been key so far. The man with the ball in his hands. trying to make things happen. Wow, it's another turnover. Mighty Barrolle, again, have had some costly plays on the offense. But still, there's plenty of time. They've got to dig in deep defensively. Leading scorer in the game, Bryson Langdon, originally from Chicago, but a foul has been committed by John Davids. Langdon does have 17 points. He's actually 2 rebounds away from a potential double-double, and he's 4 assists away, potentially, from a triple-double. So not a bad game tonight for Bryson Langdon as he makes the first free throw. Makes them both. 5-point cushion for Elan Coton. The champions from Benin can try to hold tight defensively. And a traveling violation. Well, it's unfortunately becoming a catastrophe at the moment here for Mighty Barrolle. Langdon with 19. Trying to make the contact, almost lost it, but he's able to regain possession. Looking for this ISO, got it by Davids. There's the kick out, there's the 3 in the corner. Well, that's going to be a shot clock violation because the ball didn't touch the rim, so Mighty Barrolle will get it back at 1:44. Now, if you're wondering what's happened there, the shot clock was winding down. The 3-pointer in the corner by Elan Coton didn't hit the rim, and I think the shot clock was reset without knowing it didn't make any contact. But another chance for Mighty Barrolle. Samba looking for the ISO. Just goes in for those long strides. Another foul has been called, so Amar Samba is going back to the free throw line. Well, Samba's been terrific tonight. He's 1 rebound away from a double-double. Well, he has 4 assists, so he's actually 6 assists away from a triple-double tonight. And he makes the first one. He's got to make this one. Make it a potential 1-possession ball game. King Samba. Well, he's short on the second free throw. It may have been a violation because I'm not sure if it actually touched the rim or not, but 1:32 to go here in the game at the moment, and a timeout's going to be called by Elan Coton as they lead by a slender 4 points. Now remember, basketball fans watching live, there's another game going on here in the road to the B.A.L 2025. After this one, it will tip off at 4 o'clock British Standard Time. I know we have fans currently. I do apologize as I'm actually calling this game from London, United Kingdom. But to give you the further update of the other game going on, of course, we have the champions of Cote d'Ivoire and the champions of Ghana in this same very group. So tip-off will actually be in 40 minutes. My apologies, the Spintex will be taking on the ABC Fighters. Well, Spintex, the champions of Ghana, the Spintex Knights, and Abidjan Basket Club of Cote d'Ivoire. So those 2 teams will be in action in 40 minutes' time. You can watch that game live here on FIBA's YouTube. Remember, they won their games yesterday. So in that game later, someone's going to remain undefeated. Somebody will go one-on-one. Well, a big shout out to Musio Moi coming from Rwanda, watching this game live on YouTube. Shout out to Prince Daniel Toe, Isma Abiola 21, supporting Elan Coton. Shout out to Kakulo, currently watching from Ghana. Welcome everybody supporting Mighty Barrolle. Mighty Barrolle definitely need to stop here. They're down by 4 points. You might want to think a bucket here for Elan Coton could close this game out at the moment. Langdon ISO. Final seconds on the shot clock. Goes in, and that is a B.A.L. Beautiful play. Just went in with the Afro basket step. Standing into a 6-point lead for Elan Coton. May have got away with a traveling, but no, they did. They've called it. Good call by the official. Because quite clearly, you could unfortunately see that Chibuzo Joseph Njoku, when he got the ball in the paint, he decided to take the steps without even moving, without even dribbling, excuse me. Now we're under 50 seconds. This could be closeout. Knights out here in the moment. Langdon goes to the lob pass. Mighty Barrolle comes up with it. They've got to go for 3 now. And Chibuzo might want to think about shooting this one. Saba gets his own rebound. Tries to go for the putback. Chibuzo gets it to go in. What Chibuzo, Joseph Njoku's layup takes him to 6 points. That cuts it down to a 4-point ball game. He's fouled in the process, so he does have a chance to make this a potential 3-point play. But he missed the free throw. And Elan Coton happy to dribble this one out. Langdon's going to get fouled with 13 seconds. He'll go to the free throw line, and what a terrific game he's had tonight. 19 points for Bryson Langdon, 8 rebounds, 6 assists. He and his teammates, they will indeed pick up their first victory in the road to the B.A.L. A timeout's going to be called. Elan Coton on their way to victory. We'll be back in just under 1 minute. Well, big free throws coming up here for Bryson Langdon. Born and raised in Chicago, Illinois. No doubt grew up loving the Chicago Bulls. Began his university career in 2018 at Arizona Western College, a JUCO college, which is only a 2-year university. Then going to Northern Kentucky in his final season as a senior at Youngstown State. Now we'll do it. Well, basketball fans, joining us live on FIBA's YouTube. I'll be joining you tomorrow for another game in this group. It's a deep three-pointer by Chibuzo and Njoku Joseph. And another foul, so more free throws yet to come here for Elan Coton. Well, where next for these two teams? This Group B will finish off tomorrow. Of course, it's going to be a tough challenge for Mighty Barrolle because their final game, they will go up against Spintex. And for Elan Coton, their final game, of course, will be against the ABC Fighters. So more games yet to come here in the road to the B.A.L. That will do it. Congratulations, Elan Coton. Grande victoire. Allez, Elan Coton. That will be the final. We're going to have to inbound this one. But a big congratulations to Elan Coton and all their fans back in Benin for getting their first victory of the 2025 Road to the B.A.L. Well, to finish up with, fans, as mentioned, in 33 minutes, ABC Knights will be taking on Spintex. The champions of Cote d'Ivoire will take on the champions of Ghana. It's all live here on FIBA's official YouTube platform. Remember, it's an outstanding competition that these teams will be qualifying. The two divisions, West and East. We started games yesterday. We will finish on the 1st of November with Group C. And after that, we'll have the Elite 16, where two groups of 8 teams in Group F and G will compete between the 5th and the 17th of November 2024. And the top 2 teams in each group, a total of 4, will join the final remaining automatically qualified teams for the 2025 Basketball Africa League. For now, Josh Bett commentating this game. Thank you for joining us. I'll see you tomorrow for another game. And make sure you follow the B.A.L. on all social media platforms of X, Instagram, and Facebook. Well, a thank you and a goodbye to all the fans in Liberia. Merci beaucoup. Au revoir to all the fans, tous les fans de basket. Benin. Merci beaucoup.